Hey fellow thrifters, it's your thrift find fella here. This isn't really one of my thrift find videos. It does involve something I found thrifting. A while ago I posted that I'd found the Fisher-Price Alpha Star and that it was only going forward, the reverse wasn't working. So I took it apart and tried to see if I could fix it. This is that video. Enjoy. Okay, so first things first, obviously we have to undo these screws to get inside. So I'm just going to quickly do that. Just speed through that bit because it's pretty boring. I always like to make sure I lay the screws in order that I take them out so I can put them back in again properly. I'm just rearranging them there. Okay, let's have a look inside. Got to be careful because you don't know if any cogs are going to fly out or springs or anything. It's all pretty good in there. And I'm just trying to check it again, make sure, yeah, it's working a little. It's almost like there's a loose wire inside. So what I'm going to do is just check, make sure all the wires are connected properly. They seem to be, which is good, but that also means now I have to open it up even further. Just going to check again here. It's still not working, so very temperamental. So it's got to be something that's inside that isn't quite connecting. It works there, and then it'll stop working. Now it's not going forwards. Now it is, and yeah. So let's just open this up and have a look inside. This little bit here was tricky. Finally figured out what angle to hold it to be able to get that out of the housing there. I quickly wired up a AA battery box to the connectors so that I can test it and keep checking. Every time I check a little thing, I can see if it works or not. And it's going forwards but not backwards. So let's open up the compartment here. Now it just started working again, so that definitely tells me that there is something loose here, which is great because it means that if I can find out what that little piece is, I'll be able to fix this because the motor clearly is able to run in reverse. So that's a good sign. Okay, this is where you have to be careful as well because, again, you don't know if anything's going to fly out. You don't know how secure the cogs are in here or anything. So I'm just easing it out carefully, making sure nothing flies out. Also just having a look to see if there's anything I can spot straight away, but there isn't. There's a little thing there that I can see rolling around inside, but I don't notice that yet. I notice that when I'm trying to put it back together in a second. So I'm still just trying to figure out how to open this case in here. Checking the wheels, see if I can unscrew the wheels to slide them off. I can't. So there we go. I got it open enough that now I can have a look at these buttons, and they just seem to lay in here. So here I found a piece, and I have no idea where this goes. I'm trying to figure out if it slots in. I honestly don't know where that thing goes at the moment. So I'm just going to put that aside and keep going. And just look in here, make sure that the cogs are all connected so that if I go any further, nothing falls off. Thankfully, they're all secure. So now I'm going to open this little compartment. And it's very basic in here, which is great. I'm just checking it again, see if anything works, trying to figure out exactly how this does work in here, because this is probably one of the most basic assemblies I've seen. There you can see that if I push, still not a lot going on. So, time for some better eyes. I got some tweezers here, and so I figured out all it is. is the connector is a little bent, so I just have to try and straighten it so that then when the button pushed down, it connects. You can hear it kind of working here. So I'm just trying to basically straighten that enough that it won't permanently stay connected. Here you can see it. Now, where does this piece go? So I rewound the video and I looked, and you can see it rolling around in there, and in a minute you can hear it fall out. There it goes, and now it's on the table there. So at least I know roughly where that bit went. Certainly doesn't go in that part, so I closed that up now that that's working, and I figured that it actually just lays there. It's almost like a buffer or a spring just to help hold the housing in place. It just absolutely fits right there, and that's all it does. I'm not sure why, but yeah, there it is. So now I've assembled it all. Let's check. Forward, reverse, double check it. Excellent. Now let's reassemble the whole thing. This was pretty easy. I mean, I could have watched the video backwards to see how I took it apart, but it was just a 3D puzzle. It's really pretty basic. So you can see I'm whipping through this. Yes, it's sped up anyway, but it was still pretty fast. Put the screws back in. And then next I'm just going to put the batteries in, put the battery cover on, and then we'll test it, and fingers crossed that it's still working. Let's have a look. Okay, I just needed to tighten that one a little more. Just felt it a little loose. I don't want to over tighten it either. Okay, let's put the cockpit on. And let's give it a try. So as you can see, I actually got it to work. It was very easy. Again, with a lot of these older toys, they are really easy fixes because you're not dealing with little motherboards and electronics like that. It's normally just a couple of batteries, a few wires, and a motor. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and as always, happy thrifting.